All right, so welcome back to the Limited Lowdown. This is draft number 2 for Wild of Eldraine. I managed to get the draft tokens that were out just before the set released. So in my last draft, I went 4 and 3, with a pretty medium blue-white deck that I didn't think was particularly strong. Even with the uncommon payoffs for it, aggro seemed strong to me. So it did. Yeah, and blue and white didn't seem particularly strong. That combination didn't seem particularly strong. So I'm going to most likely assume that combination wasn't good because I had a pretty decent version of it. So now, let's see. But the rest of the bottom will be in a random order. You may cast X card this turn, and again next time I phase this turn, that gives you authorities damage you part of. So to cast that, then you need to have a creature. It needs to be a good creature. No, I don't think so. I think we're looking at either Twisted Sewer Witch or Fairy Fencing. It's almost certainly Fairy Fencing, right? It's a -3/-3 if you have a fairy for 1 black, and you can scale it as much as you'd like. And black has seemed very strong as usual. So I'm not sure if Feral Encounter is good. I feel like it's not that good. The fact you get a fight spell is good, but I mean, again, you have to look at 5 creatures. It has to be a creature you care about. You have to be able to cast it. Then it has to survive, and then, well, I suppose it doesn't have to survive. That seems interesting, but I'm going to go with the safer card, the Fairy Fencing. Now, nothing particularly strong here in black, so we'll have a look around here. 3 Blind Mice. Seems pretty aggressive. Hatching Plans I'm not interested in. Hope of Vision Enders could have 2/2 white. Hope of Vision is probably pretty good. I'm not interested in Ariat Whisper. Harry Spiggar's probably fine. So it's probably Ratcatcher Trainee versus Hopeful Vigil. But both of these want to be black-white, if I'm honest. I'm gonna go for Ratcatcher Trainee. Maybe Monstrous Rage is better, but I'm gonna go for the creature here. Stab Wound I'm pretty happy with. I'm almost certainly gonna pick that up. There's a Sweet Tooth which I like. Emberth Veteran's also nice and aggressive. Sweet Tooth Witch. There's Edgewall Pack as well. This card seemed fine, but not great. Sweet Tooth Witch has proven to be very good, but I think Stab Wound is much better. It's just good removal. Start with 2 good removal spells and a whatever red card. I don't want to get into the mindset that I'm drafting red, because I'm not drafting red yet, but I'm certainly I've started with 2 good black cards, but that doesn't necessarily mean that black is open. Voracious Vermin seems good. Stingblade Assassin seems good. There's another Edgewall Pack which seems good. Besotted Knight's good. Stopgap's good. Gingerbread Hunter is also a card I've really been impressed with. And given that we're black here, I think it's stronger than the Vermin. I think we're going to take the Gingerbread Hunter. I was impressed when I played against black green, so I was. The Glutton was very strong. The one that you can, I think, it's bargain out for 4 or something, but it's a 6-drop. It seemed very strong. So I'm happy enough to take that here. I think the other 2 black cards are good, but I think this is very strong, especially if you can utilize both halves of it. So now we're asking Gadrick's First Duel. It seems fine, but I mean, it's pretty far away from where we are. Not impressed with the white cards so far. So we're looking at Territorial Witchstalker, which I'm not particularly happy with. Sky-based Tracker, which I'm not particularly happy with. So this is not a great pack for us. I'm going to just pick up a Wicked Visitor here. I wasn't that impressed with Balloonist Gatekeeper the last time. Quick Study late, but I've been impressed with Minstrosity from what I've seen. Shadow the Oath is nice, but we do have 2 removal spells, and it's quite expensive, so I think I'm just going to take Minstrosity here. Hmm. How is this card still in this pack, by the way? How is this card still here? If I go red, I might just be glad to have this. We're gonna take the Sugar Rush. Or the Beanstalk or Worm. I'm just gonna take Sugar Rush. Cut-in seems fine. Ember's Veteran, though. Red seems open. I'm gonna give Cut-in a try, yeah. Nothing particularly strong here. I guess we'll take Return from the Wilds. I'm not particularly happy with that one. I think we'll just take another black card here, although this is a very strong trick. Yeah, I guess we take that. Oh, Edgewall Pack is nice. I like the look of that. Alright, so what is our deck looking like if we consider that we're running now Gnawing Crescendo? I guess we'll pick this. We might necessarily play it though. So right now, it's a decent trick. Nice aggressive card. This is also a decently aggressive card. And this is just a 2/2. Some decent removal. Cards that create two bodies have been very good recently. Gingerbread Hunter is better than all of these cards, I think, though. But I didn't see much green there. A 4-mana 2/4 reach. I cares about food. I'm not sure which one. So we've seen a lot of green as well, so it's very hard to know what we're in here. Yeah, looks like a nice card. But we just have Callous Sellsword. It's a 2-mana 2/2 or... Yeah, I think I'll just take a Callous Sellsword here. I'm not sure how strong it is in comparison maybe to Minecart Daredevil. Oh, it's definitely stronger than Minecart Daredevil. Baronaughty is also good, so is Conceited Witch, but I think we'll just take the Sellsword here. I mean, it's looking like we're going to be black-red, so... Oh, Belligerent of the Ball is a card. Blind Obedience. That's a pretty cool one. That's a good one. So it is. Fell Horseman's also a great card as well that I might want to be picking up. Agatha's Champion's very strong in green though. Versus a Cut-in, a Wicked Visitor. Let's see, let's take that out, right? Not super, again, our red's not super strong, so there's no reason why we can't speculate on an Agatha's Champion here. I'm gonna go for another good 3-drop here, I think. Just assume that it's good, and we'll try and focus on... It's a black card draw spell, maybe? There's nothing wrong with one card draw spell. Which one? Radite or Harried Spearguard? Probably Harried Spearguard. Oh no, well, Radite actually works for Celebration as well. Um, hmm. It's a close one. Yeah, fair enough. Haven't seen anything too strong in green that I'm interested in, so I think we're off that at this stage. Two very strong green cards, but I think this is a slightly better deck. Now, if 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 good 2-drops, so that's nice. Let me see. Okay, and then we got 3 good 3-drops as well, so that's nice. And then we got a 4-drop, so that's nice as well. Now, Twisted Sewer Witch. And it's battlefield critter. 1/1 black witch token with critter, then crit. Then for each rat you control, create a wicked token attached to that rat. Yeah, sure. Let's get her and try and get some more rats going. I'm obviously in the right color, so that's good. I'm just gonna take another 2. I think Rebuff Orbit might be good in this deck. Oh, Fell Horseman came back around. Yes, we did find the right colors. Okay, excellent. I'll just stick that in the sideboard there. Stick that in the sideboard there. Might play one of those, we'll see. Stick that in the sideboard there. Wow, I would have got Gruff Triplets if I had stayed green. Huh. There's an argument for just go picking that card up, to be honest. I will try to see the Witch here. I'm gonna try that card. I'll try Merry Bards. Seems alright. I don't know whether I want another rat out, so. How many ways have I got to create rats? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ways to create rats, okay. Nah. Yeah, okay, just a top end, fine. I'll play that. It's very, very cheap. Enable celebration. Dragon Mantle It works better if I have a bunch of... No. I think I can look see which I want to be. It's definitely the card I want. I have a lot of options. I have a lot of options. I actually think I want that. Blue-red was definitely open this draft as well. How many enchantments do I have? One. This is gonna be tough. I wasn't sure if I wanted the Grand Ball Yes there or the Voracious Vermin. I suppose it triggers Celebration, so I probably should have just taken it, to be honest. And I made that decision a little too quickly. Alright. So let's do this again. Yeah, I should have picked up Voracious Vermin there. I'm actually gonna rebuild this whole deck from the start. So let's actually just look at our 1-drops here, I think. It's a good idea. So we've got Fairy Fencing. Excellent. And then rotisserie. So it's a 1/1 max. Whenever these combat damage play, put a screw counter on it. Maybe a sacrifice if you do. Active top exile cards where X is the number of screw counters on rotisserie. So yeah, okay, there we go. Put you in there. And then this 1-drop is probably pretty good. And these count as 1-drops actually. They put a permanent in, so they count for Celebration. Dragon Man, I'm definitely throw that in. Alright, a Monster Rage, it creates a roll token. Now, whenever enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1. Now, how many enchantments do I control that go into the battlefield? It's 1 so far, so that's not great. Alright, let's take off the 1-drops now. Okay. Now, Calisthenics Sword I'm sure will be good, and also Minstrosity. I'm going to run both of those. Stab Wound I know I'm running as well, good removal. Voracious Vermin, yeah, probably would have preferred to have 2 of those, that's fair. Now, Ratcatcher Tyranny, I definitely want that, and both of the Belligerents, I want those. And the Edgewall Pack, okay. So that triggers Celebration. That triggers Celebration. That triggers Celebration. I've got a bunch of 1/1s that'll help. I definitely needed another Ratcatcher Tyranny. Now, Twisted Sewer Witch, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. For each rat you control, create a wicked roll token attached to that rat. Okay, so how many rats can I have? I've already got 1, 2, 3 ways to have 1, 2 ways to make rats, 3 ways to make rats, 4, 5 ways to make rats. Okay, so anything that makes rats is now up in value big time. Okay, so Warehouse Tabby. So I have one thing that can enter the battlefield and another that's 2 in Stab Wound. Although Stab Wound you don't really want to enter there or into the graveyard. And then if I put in 2 witches, that's 2 more ways to create tokens, right? Those, which makes this better. Yeah. Now I've got 20. I can probably... Nah, probably not. Then... 9 Crescendo is probably worth it. And then if I'm doing the Celebration thing, I definitely want 2 of these. And then a good trick to put a thing on as well. And then borrowing on it, yeah, that works well. And then how many 2-drops have I got though? I've only got 1, 2 here though if I do it that way. Oh no, these are 2 drops, sorry. And this is a 2 drop. And this is a 2 drop. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. So at that point, do I really want to Fell Horseman? Probably not. Wicked Visitor, probably not. 9 Crescendo. Could do a lot of work. I don't know how good Cut In actually is. 4 damage is probably a lot though, so I should probably play that. And then what, just run 16? Sugar Rush is probably good as well in here. What do we cut? We'll just cut the tabby. How many enchantments have I got? So I've got 1, 2, 3, which is probably not going to go to the graveyard. 4, 5, 6. And I have 7 ways to make enchantments. Nah, tabby's probably fine. Tabby's probably fine. So I need to cut 1 single card. And so it's got to be Sugar Rush. Yeah, because yeah, I can't keep them all. Yeah, so I just got to get rid of that. Alright, and then it should be yeah, 50-50 black and black. So let's go 8-8. I know I've got, what do you call it, a 5-drop, but my deck can function on 3 pretty well. I only have 4 cards that cost more than 3 mana, so yeah, we're fine with that. Okay, I think that's a decent build of the deck. I'm not entirely certain just how good it is against, what do you call it? It's early days yet. This is a nice aggressive deck though. Plenty of 1-drops. Might actually hold off. I might actually hold off here and play a Grand Ball Guest, then Blizzard the Ball, and then I can rat out and hard Spearguard the same turn. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for the Oh well, no, I can just start now because I have. Do I start with the Spearguard? Or do I start with Rat Out? Start with the Spearguard. Because now if worse comes to worse, I can cast Sword and Rat Out the same turn, making this a 3/3 trample. Making it a 4/3 trample menace and attacking for 3 as well. I need double black, so you make sure I do that. I'm not sure that was necessarily the best play, but I don't know how I'm getting past that guy if I don't do that. You know. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent. Just need to draw something I can cast, to be honest. Hopefully he's not playing something real slow. Okay, cool. So now you can cast a 5-drop white spell, it's pretty bad. Put that in the wrong creature. I forgot it was +1/+0, not +1/+1. Oh, that's rough. Unless he's got something really big to play. But even then, I might still be able to win. Even if he's something really big to play. Lifelink is the worst thing I could possibly fight against, like, to be fair. Should never have done that. Come on, what's going on here? Am I missing something? What's going on? Hmm. Hmm. Please whiff. Please whiff. That was like the best draw I could have had, eh? Whew. Oof. That was close. That was very close. That was the best draw I could have had. I completely forgot that the Wicked Roll also buffs them. So that was the best draw I could have had. Oh, jeez. The only big mistake I made was putting that aura on the 1/1. I should have put it on something else, probably. Probably? Probably, question mark? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Felt strong, especially because I stumbled early. Opponent goes first, so... what do I think of this hand? Probably not great. Probably need to mull this. Yeah, I need a more aggressive opener than that. I'm on the draw anyway, though. No, I think I'll keep. I'm on the draw. It looks cool, this deck. I might actually have a hard time beating this deck. Ooh. I actually need a mountain. Mountain to be class. If I go Dragon Mantle into Belligerent of the Ball, I'd be in a very good spot. This deck looks amazing. This deck looks really good. Please play next one, please. So you're going to create a 2/2 Griffin. Yeah, smart. And this is a really tough turn here. That was rough, but I think it was the right call. I think that was a really difficult decision to make. He can only make one more 2/2. If I draw a land off the top for Twisted Zero, which I'm in really good shape, I can also just kill his Griffin if that's all he has to do. Per guy, his deck looked amazing and he just got stuck in lands. Like, his deck looks... I haven't seen a single card out of it that doesn't synergize, like. Gumdrop, lifelink. Creative food. More food. Food, Griffin. Anyway, this deck looks amazing. I'm in a good position, only because he's stuck in lands, like. Nah, so he's just gonna make a thing. So I have one choice. I can cut in. That's what I'm gonna do as well. Oh. Is he stuck in lands again? He must be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 per game. Yeah, and then just slam this. But can I just win outright right now? If I just attack, right? Let's say he decides to block there and take 3, and then I just put 2. Say no. Yeah. He's off it, and I can't say I blame him. Or her. That was luck, though. That deck looked way better than mine, if I'm being honest. Way better. Okay, so we're 2-0. The celebration party has worked. I desperately wish I had picked the Voracious Vermin. Desperately. Do any of these seem like they would be more helpful? Not really. No, not really. None of these things do. I suppose Young Bards at Merry Bards is actually a celebration enabler. I could and should consider that. Maybe cut one of the Conceited Witches. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could consider that. Oh no, but it's also just one as well. Yeah, no. Young Hero versus a Wicked one. Yeah, Young Hero was pretty strong. And they're both installment plans. No, I think I'm better off as I am. Ugh, that's close. That's really close. Young Hero roll is better than the Wicked roll. But at least I can... You know, if my deck's not firing all cylinders, at least I can fire off the 1 mana spell there. You know, and it's installment plans, so that one will always cost 4. Opponent goes first. And I have no red mana, so what am I doing? Ratting out, and then if nothing else works, I'm boned. And mull. That's a little bit better. Yeah, and then just what do you call it? Keep 6, and throw this back, I guess. Yeah. It's a really nice 2-3 celebration curve. 2-3-4 celebration curve there. Similar decks, but he's got the advantage. He's got the food, and I'm sitting with 2 lands in hand, so. Give me it. I am going to lose this game pretty handily. Unless he's also holding 2 lands, you never know. Ah, that's unfortunate. Ugh. Nothing much to be done there. Nothing much to be done there. You know, it just didn't like my first hand. Mulliganed. You know, drew a lot of lands. Won't have a good draw. Nothing you can really do with that. Not much to. I don't think there's too much to take away from that. So I can play Voracious Vermin. Why are my opponents doing this so much recently? Or maybe it's a client issue. I didn't think about that. It could be a client issue where they're like bugging out. He might have rat out himself. He is not crescendo, he wins. Oh, just got him. Whew. The aggro mirror was tough there. Jeez Louise. Yeah, if he had it, he won. If I had it, I won. I think I played correctly there. As best I could. It was messy. It was messy. So it was. The red black aggressive strategy seems to work a lot better than the blue white strategy that I had. Black red seems very strong again, just like in Lord of the Rings. It's obviously early to call that, but it seems pretty strong. Yeah, this isn't even, I don't think, that good of a version of it. I mean, it's pretty good, but it's kind of stuck between rats and. It's stuck between rats and celebration, so it's hard to know. And it's not as focused as it could be. I do need to draw a land, preferably a swamp. Do I make that a 3-1 and then I can sack it? Nah, let's just let the damage happen. Nah, I'm gonna restrand his mana. Is that all he had? Maybe I should have played around it then. I think I was wise to play around it though. I feel in pretty good shape now. Looks like a Dragon Celebration. Yeah, I just felt like he did. I just feel like he doesn't have anything. I just want to put him under pressure. Because this is 13 damage. Because he just spent 4 mana, yeah, but what did he get? Not that much. And now I'm sitting there with, what is it? 10 power facing down 1 blocker. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that he's got to have something like that. You know, and the problem is there's just nothing worth bouncing. You know? And I was just trying to get all the extra points of damage through I could. I'm not convinced it was the perfect play, but I just had a feeling he didn't have much. Because I kept messing around with him, and he kept not doing anything. That's why I kept spreading those, but I keep spreading them all around. So that, I call it, if I put that on something much stronger, I go first. Yeah, sure. I'm actually not going to play Horrid Spearguard first turn. So I'm not. Man, this deck seems good. First rolls flying about all over the place. But the fact that it don't take abilities off is a huge thing. You know? Sorry, I went completely in the tank. They were trying to figure out how to win that game. I don't think I opened my mouth the whole game. Sorry about that. I was so in the tank trying to figure out how to play that and win. Celebration seems pretty strong. So it does. Because it's kind of like... It's a bit all in, but it's also aggro's just a bit all in. Play that in 2, play that in 3. But I definitely don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to play... This is going to be a slower one. So it is. That was unfortunate. I could have done that turn earlier, but here we are. Feels like he doesn't have anything, which is... He doesn't? I don't think he does have anything. No, he does. I'm okay with that. Oh, he should have killed one of the rats. Because obviously I have synergy with the rats. Owen's going deep in the tank. I'm trying to get as many rats as I can before Twisted Sewer Witch gets on here. So I'm looking for anything to fire this rat out off on. Just because it'll turn into a 2/2 wicked rat or whatever. I'm not going to use it yet though. Just playing safe. I don't know what he has, but oh, he just spent an entire turn doing nothing. That's pretty good for me. If he has another one of those, I'm going to be very sad. Fine. Okay. You gonna attack or just sit there? We're gonna need to put the wicked roll. I don't believe I necessarily did that correctly. I probably should put the mantle on the Rat Catcher Trainee because that's first strike. That was the wrong decision, but it's just got so complicated this set. But I'm getting close to the point where I can just add it anyway. If he has another fairy, that'd be great. That'd give him a huge amount of life. This is working out very well for me. But you can't exactly attack, can you? But he can gain 6 life down to up to 15. I wouldn't attack if I was you. Yeah. Why did it tap 2 red on me? That's very frustrating. That tap 2 red. I might could have had an extra 2 points of damage. It mightn't actually matter though. Would have killed him outright. Yeah, would have killed him outright. If I hadn't tapped that on me. Doesn't make any difference. I still win no matter what he does, but yeah, I knew he realised that. Warehouse Tabby actually coming in clutch. There were some Drains and some Rat creation. Yeah, I'm glad I included it. Coming in clutch there. That was my fault though. So red black seems very strong. Aggressive deck seems very strong. The only game I've lost so far in this is to another red black aggressive deck that was more aggressive than I was. So yeah, seems very, very strong. People will tend to gravitate towards the colours that were strong in the last format anyway. So it might just be overrepresented or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. This is a good hand for me. Hide Spear Guard into Monstrosity. I can create a Wicked Roll and offer the trade. I'll probably just cast that sword, hit and throw a Monstrosity at this guy. Hmm. This deck's kind of cool though. They're going deep on the green white, whatever. Hmm. It's pretty even board. It's gonna come down to. Hmm. Hmm. The top one. I'm just trying to orchestrate a situation where I can get more attackers in. Start buffing them all up. Okay, now we're in trouble here. 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I win. If he's 4 blockers, right, and he blocks my 4 biggest things. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So he blocks all my 4, right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is it, boys. I think we're going in. I have enough menace to make this really hard, you see? Yeah, so this is I think this is about right. This is the best I'm gonna get, I think. Can't block him. Vicious Vermin is what I really want. No, you want to put it on Vicious Vermin, but the complicated boards did. Or did that extra bit of damage matter? Oh, it did, I think. I think it mattered. That extra point of damage mattered, I think. Oh, I'd have to go back and look at that. What a game. Oof. Oof. Ooh. I had no idea there. I was just sending the boys. I tried to build my board as best I could, be patient. Whew. There we are. Our first trophy of this format. So yeah, we played red-black and we played blue-white. Blue-white felt weak, and red-black felt very strong there. It's a strange deck. I'd say there's a lot of cards in here. Maybe after a while wouldn't make the cut necessarily. All performed extremely well. The witches have been good. I find them to be useful-ish. Oh, come back here. Stabbing, where'd you go? Okay, hold on. What was good? They were difficult to deal with, to be fair, and these guys weren't bad either. Very Fencing was obviously excellent, we know that much. Radite seemed to pull us weight as well. Dragon Mantle wasn't bad. Spear Guard wasn't bad. The Sewer Witch was excellent, yeah. What else? Edgewall Pack played well. It's hard to know what really performed for me in those drafts. Belligerent of the Ball seemed to be pretty solid. Sellsword seemed to be pretty solid for the most part. It was hard to work though. What really worked for me, I guess, was being able to celebrate quite frequently. You know, Radite's pretty solid. The Tabby didn't do a whole pile, but he was useful in a couple of games, you know, when I had enough synergy with him that I was creating rats, you know. Because I did have... Yeah, the Twisted Zero Witch combined with some good rat makers was solid. Edgewall Pack was very solid as well. just a way to just straight up trigger celebration, but also works in rats. The crescendo was good, of course, but that's dependent on the deck, of course, and this is the right deck for it. Grand Ball, I guess, is fine. Catcher Trainee was fine. There's nothing too exciting here. I feel like these are all, medium enough cards, to be honest. Nothing really super exciting, just a good aggressive deck. Yeah. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed. And that is another draft done. And I turned my 6,000 gold, 6.7k gold into what do you call it? Draft token. I turned that draft token into 2.2k gems. So I'm pretty happy with how that worked out. Alright, well, enjoy. I'll see you next time.